Hi, this is James Page at the International Armoured Vehicle Show for FrontLine Research. We've come over to see Invisio, and we're on the stand now with their UK sales manager, Alex Budge. Alex, it's very good to see you again.
Hi there.
Thank you for, I'm fine. I'm enjoying the show, and I'm keen always to talk to people at Invisio because there's always something new happening. There's always an innovation. There's always a next step happening. So we want to talk about some of the things that you've got on the stand today. But first of all, you've got in your hand something there that maybe people may be a little bit surprised to see, because Invisio make in-ear and over-ear protection. But this is the new generation, and it's got some really specific properties that we want to talk about.
Yeah, sure. So this is the new X7 in-ear headset. Invisio used to produce the X5, which has been in service with many special forces and conventional users. And we've taken all the feedback from the customers who've been using this for many years, and we've optimized the new generation of headsets. Some specific points I'd like to point out: the new tips, our foam tips on that provide the highest level of single layer protection you can get on the market at the moment. And that is because we put significant R&D efforts into how that foam performs in your ear. It has a little comfort sock that allows you to change it out, 3 different sizes on that. We have multiple different sizes on the tip there. And it's, rather than being a screw tip, which many people will be familiar with, it's now just a simple push-pull. There is no over-tightening, there is no under-tightening. It's a very simple way and very easy for users to learn how to fit and use properly. For users who might want a quicker fitting method where you don't have to squeeze it, but are happy to tolerate a slightly lower level of protection, we do have a silicone tri-tip, and you can get custom molds as well.
Okay.
The beauty with the silicone tip is you can just stick it straight in. But if you want the really high protection, we'd really recommend our foam tips on the X7.
You're saying that the level of protection on these is absolutely as high as possible to get at the moment, which some people might find surprising, that it isn't, that the over the ear isn't the ultimate in terms of the protection.
Yeah, it's slightly kind of counterintuitive. People look at over-ear solutions and they think generally that's going to give them a really high level of protection. The in-ear, currently we have a 39 dB SNR as a single layer, and with our T7 headset, that's rated to 43 dB SNR. Which is getting much more recognition now. But as a single layer, there's a beauty of that. It's the simplicity. You've got a single layer. In hot environments, really comfortable. In cold environments, you can wear a warm hat and you're not interrupting any seals around the ears or anything.
Yes, of course. Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you for taking to that. That is a great step forward. A couple of other things that we were wanting to pick out on here, and there's some new items on this particular piece of kit.
Sure. This is the RA4000. We've got it with a green liner, which is being looked at for service in the US.
Right.
And we have a new ballistic shell that we've got there. The benefit of having the rails on there and an NVG shroud is that you can mount third-party accessories on that ballistic shell. It's a digital headset. Got a battery on board, so you've got you've got local situational awareness when you're unplugged from the intercom, and then when you jump onto the vehicle and plug in, your headset reverts over to your to the vehicle power. The Nomex liner is actually fire retardant, so clearly when you're in an armored vehicle, should the worst happen, you are protected from that flash burn potentially, should the worst happen. But good to have a ballistic shell as well. In that space.
So this would be, yes, for someone maybe within, and we are at an armoured vehicle show, for inside, but equally you've got pieces of kit here which help when someone are around the vehicle too.
Yeah, sure. So our intercom has an add-on which is called Link. It's a wireless intercom module, and it can talk out to up to 8 users using a dongle that plugs into our VBox PTT solution. And that essentially allows you to be seamlessly on and off a vehicle. So particularly for things like commanders ground commanding a vehicle, or dismounts who are dismounting and need close coordination with potentially a gunner or a driver who are still in the vehicle, provides significant tactical advantage for those users.
Brilliant. Okay, some fantastic new innovations, as always, coming through from Invisio. It's always fascinating to come and hear how you guys are moving on, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again in the future. But Alex, thank you for taking the time to talk to Frontline Research.
Thank you very much.